Minutes is nothing. If it's wrong, we'll do something else.
Okay. So this is Caroline and Jan's 3-minute consumer behaviour conversations. I'm Caroline Walsh from the University of West London.
And I'm Jan Morehouse from the University of Hertfordshire.
Just wanted to say these are Jan and I's personal views and don't necessarily reflect the views of our organisations.
We have to say that.
Okay. So today we wanted to talk about the consumer behaviour model, and specifically I picked the Schiffman and Canuck model from their book, the 2010 Consumer Behaviour book. You've had a look at the model, Jan. What did you think?
I mean, it's a great model. The way to think of it is to think of a model as a kind of map to help you understand the terrain of something. So it doesn't cover everything. It doesn't give you all the detail, and that's part of its advantage, so that we can just see a few key patterns, and that can be really helpful in trying to make sense of it. So a model is a representation of reality, a way of making sense of something that's complicated by looking at some simple patterns and relationships.
Yeah, so as you say, it's a simplification of reality or of the world as we would like to try and understand it better. I like the fact that you said it was a map, and I think one of the great models that we were talking about before was the tube map, the model of the tube map. And there's no reality between the distance between Piccadilly Circus and Leicester Square, and the distance between Acton and, well, I suppose the next stop would be Ealing Common or something, or Hammersmith maybe more, which is a much bigger distance. But it's still a useful way to guide you around the system.
That's right.
And this holistic model from Schiffman and Canuck is still a useful way to guide you around the process of consumer behaviour and how consumers maybe have to think and are influenced by certain factors.
And what factors are generic, whether they're purchasing an everyday product, such as an item of food, to a much bigger product like a car or a holiday, or even a university course.
Yeah, now that's interesting, because the model, as I look at it, and it has these brilliant inputs which come from culture and your reference groups and family, and then it looks at all the sort of the stages of the buying cycle that a lot of people will have covered in Principles of Marketing and in other courses. The 5 stages, need recognition, problem recognition, going through all of that, search and evaluation, etc., through to purchase and post-purchase. But actually, it's not every situation where we go through it all quite so linearly or logically, is it?
And some situations, certain factors will be more important than others.
Right.
So the idea is that when we use these models, you have to think about which bits of them are particularly relevant for any one purchase context.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. So you want to know what the context is that you're buying, and which parts of the model are therefore going to be most interesting to you. So with everything in consumer behaviour and in marketing and in life, you have to be selective and try to be a little bit critical in the way you think about it. Is this relevant to the context you're looking at?
It's a framework, but it's not a replacement for thinking.
Right, that sounds a good place to stop, actually. Thank you very much. Thank you.